Imagine standing on the coast of Egypt 2,000 years ago. The sun has set and the Mediterranean is pitch black. Suddenly, a beam of light cuts through the darkness. It's so bright, some sailors claim it looks like a second sun. Others whisper that it isn't a light at all, but a weapon. This was the Pharos of Alexandria. At 350 feet tall, it was the world's first skyscraper. It was built with technology that, on paper, shouldn't have existed. It survived 3 massive earthquakes that leveled entire cities, and it housed a mysterious mirror system that legends say could set enemy ships on fire from miles away. But here's the twist. We didn't just lose the lighthouse, we lost the math behind it. Today, we're diving into the impossible engineering of the 2,000-year-old skyscraper that shouldn't have stood. In the 3rd century BC, if you wanted to build something tall, you built a pyramid. Wide base, narrow top. Simple. But Sostratus of Cnidus, the architect, wanted to do something insane. He wanted to build up. The lighthouse was built in 3 distinct stages: a massive square base, an octagonal middle, and a circular top. But here is the first engineering glitch that baffles historians. How did they prevent it from sinking? Alexandria's coast is soft limestone and silt. A structure weighing tens of thousands of tons should have tilted and collapsed within decades. Yet, records show it stood for over 1,500 years. Recent underwater excavations revealed the secret. The Romans and Greeks didn't just dump stones, they used massive blocks of granite imported from hundreds of miles away, interlocking them like a giant 3D puzzle. They weren't just building a tower, they were building an artificial mountain. Now, let's talk about the light. This wasn't just a campfire on a stick. At the very top, a massive furnace burned wood and resin 24/7. But a fire alone only carries light for a few miles. The Pharos was different. Its light was visible 30 miles out at sea. How? Ancient accounts describe a great mirror made of polished bronze or possibly even early glass. This is where the story gets wild. Legend has it that the mirror was so precisely curved that the keepers could focus the sun's rays during the day to create a heat ray. Think about that. A 2,000-year-old death ray. While modern skeptics say a laser is unlikely, the math of parabolic mirrors was actually known to the Greeks. If they could focus the light enough to guide a ship, they were only one step away from focusing it into a weapon. Whether it actually burned ships or just blinded the pilots, it was the most advanced optical technology on the planet. Technology that wouldn't be seen again for 1,000 years. But the most impressive thing about this skyscraper wasn't the light. It was the fact that it refused to fall down. The Mediterranean is a graveyard of ancient wonders. The Colossus of Rhodes, fallen. The Temple of Artemis, gone. But the Lighthouse of Alexandria survived the 796 AD earthquake, the 951 AD earthquake, and the 1303 AD earthquake. How? Molten lead. Archaeologists found that the stones weren't held together with just mortar. The builders carved channels into the stone blocks, poured in molten lead, and welded the skyscraper together. This gave the building a tiny bit of flex. When the earth shook, the tower didn't crack, it vibrated. It was quite literally the world's first earthquake-resistant skyscraper in 200 BC. So, if it was so strong, where is it now? In 1323, a massive quake finally took the top off. By 1480, the Egyptian Sultan Qaitbay used the fallen ruins to build a fortress on the same spot. The Pharos didn't disappear because it failed. It disappeared because the world changed around it. Today, if you dive into the waters of Alexandria, you can still see the giant granite blocks resting on the seabed. They look like the bones of a giant.
The Lighthouse of Alexandria proves that the Dark Ages were real, not because we became less intelligent, but because we forgot to talk to the past. We lost the recipe for the lead-welded stone. We lost the curve of the Great Mirror. But it makes you wonder, what else did they build that we still haven't found? If you enjoyed this trip through time, hit that subscribe button. We're exploring every era, one mystery at a time. Until next time, keep looking back.